Ladies and gentlemen, it feels good to say that Miami Dolphins football is back, man. And even though it was a preseason game tonight, I was stoked. I was very excited for tonight's game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Dolphins won 26-24. I'm not going to ecstatically celebrate this victory. I am happy. But it's preseason, and preseason is more about evaluating the players who aren't starters and seeing if they're going to make the team or not during the season. We'll talk about it. I'm not going to be here for a while because I don't go in depth with it like I do the regular season games. When the regular season hits in 4 weeks, it's a whole different level. We're going to be in a whole different vibe and a whole different level when it comes to Dolphins content here on the Big Fight Field channel. But I am excited. I think this is my first Dolphins video since the Tyreek Hill trade. I'm pretty sure that was the last time, because I usually don't make content during the off season because it's like what's there to talk about, you know? Like, what am I going to talk about in May and what am I going to talk about in June? But with training camp's been going really well, and tonight was our first preseason game against the Buccaneers. We won 26-24. Once Mike McDaniel, iced the kicker. He's standing right next to the referee. He calls timeout, and the kicker drilled the field. It wasn't Ryan Suckup, but the backup kicker drilled the field goal. And then once after McDaniel called timeout, the kicker hit the ball on the right upright, and the Dolphins won. Mike, ice in his veins, McDaniel ices the kicker, and the Dolphins win 26-24. We do have some positives coming out of this game, and we also have negatives as well. But I thank you all so much for joining me. If you are a Dolphins fan, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel, because when it's the regular season here, it's a whole different vibe. Every single week, every single Sunday, recapping the Miami Dolphins. And with this team, the way they got it built up this year, it's going to be can't-miss content all season long. Not just post-game videos, not just previews, but more content during the season for the Miami Dolphins. So without further ado, let's talk about this game for a little bit. Start with some positives. We'll start with some positives. The biggest positive of the entire night, Skyler Thompson. Skyler freaking Thompson was getting really good talks, and the media was very positive about him by the way he was playing, by the way how he was performing during training camp. Some were saying that he played better. He looked better in training camp than Teddy Bridgewater did. And we didn't see Teddy Bridgewater take a snap. This game was all Skyler Thompson. Teddy Bridgewater did not see the field. Neither did Tua. But Skyler Thompson played the entire game. And he went 20 for 28, 218 yards, and a touchdown pass. He played really good tonight. And I think this is my QB2. And I think the Dolphins might have to have a three-man quarterback with Tua, Skyler Thompson, and Teddy. Now, I'm just overhyped by how Skyler played tonight. I do want to see a little bit more of Teddy next week. Again, in the Raiders game, I want to see how he plays before I can be like, okay, Skyler's our QB2, right behind Tua. But we'll see what happens. Teddy is the more experienced quarterback. Skyler's a 7th-round quarterback, but he played so good tonight, man. I'm proud of it, man. Other positives that I liked coming out of this game, Lynn Bowden played really well tonight. He hasn't been getting a lot of opportunity in training camp, and he said it himself. It was him, and it was Preston Williams. And excuse me. long day at work, coming home, watching the Dolphins game. It was a long day. So you're going to have to excuse me if I yawn a couple times. But that's good. The way Lynn Bowden played tonight. He played really good, man. 3 catches, 55 yards, and he got that wide open touchdown toward the end of the half, which was freaking that. Oh my God, two out of two 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 out of 5 plays were touchdowns. They got that interception, that incredible interception. This is kind of when the game changed. It was 14-6, and Elijah Campbell made a really, really good interception, and it was like between the legs, and he was able to keep it up there. It was a really good interception by Elijah Campbell. The very next play, Skyler Thompson throws a dart to a wide open Lynn Bowden, who burnt his corner. The Dolphins are down 1. First play is a run. The next play, I can't remember his name. I gotta go find Hodge is his last name. I don't remember his first name. I'm sorry. Darius Hodge comes up and he forces a fumble, and Sam McGuavin takes that shit to the house for a touchdown. Now, I will say the 2 touchdowns did come off of turnovers. The very next play, the Dolphins did score. After the first interception, the Dolphins did score a touchdown. So, without those turnovers, the Dolphins got 12 points. Sanders kicked 4 field goals. That's another positive from the night. Jason Sanders, man, I hope he carries this into the season, the regular season, because he was really, really fucking good tonight, man. 4 for 4 on field goals. He made a field goal from 33 yards, 52 yards, 23 yards, which I feel like on that pass, Skyler tried to get Lynn Bowden. If he threw it a little bit further, I think Lynn Bowden would have gotten that touchdown. I think he underthrew Lynn Bowden a little bit, but that was really good coverage by the Buccaneers corner, which led to a Sanders 23-yard field goal. And then to take the lead, he absolutely nailed a 53-yard field goal down the middle. If we get the Sanders that we got tonight, I think 3 points can be automatic whenever the Dolphins need Jason Sanders for a field goal. So positives that came out of the night. Skyler Thompson, he gets my player of the game. Skyler Thompson was so impressive tonight, and people are going to be talking about him until tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, Dolphins fans are still going to be talking about the way that Skyler Thompson played tonight in this game. I do like what I also saw from Cedric Wilson as well. Cedric Wilson probably solidified himself as a number 3 receiver with the cutbacks tonight that he did and his speed. Him behind Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill is going to be scary for opposing defenses that are going up against the Dolphins offense. And then I would say Elijah Campbell had a really good game. That's another positive, is the way that Elijah Campbell played tonight. He was all over the field, and I was really proud of the way he performed. Before I get into the negatives, because it's preseason, now's the time to start talking about negatives. I'm all good with the starters that didn't play. Tua didn't play. Chase Edmonds, Hill and Waddle, Xavier Howard, Ogba. The one person that was on that list that didn't play tonight that I wish did play was Connor Williams. Because I've heard that Connor Williams has been struggling with his snaps. Now that he's transitioned into the center, it looks like the starting offensive line is going to be Teron Armstead, Liam Eichenberg, Connor Williams at center, and then on the right side you got Robert Hunt and Austin Jackson. I think that's going to be the Dolphins' offensive line this season. So now that we got to that, the negatives, the offensive line. Teron Armstead didn't play. Connor Williams didn't play. This offensive line was in shambles tonight, man. I don't know who it was. 76 got freaking trucked when it was the second quarter, 14-3, and the Dolphins had to settle for a field goal. He got absolutely trucked. And I don't know who his name is, but man, that was horrible. Just freaking, I really did not like what I saw from the offensive line tonight. I'm hoping we get to see a better, at least a serviceable offensive line with Teron Armstead and Tua and Connor Williams in there, because, man, I mean, our main problem, I think, last year, one of our big main problems for why the Dolphins didn't make the playoffs and the Dolphins didn't really have that great of an offense, was because of the fucking offensive line. It was really bad. Tonight, it was really bad. The offensive line was in shambles tonight. The Dolphins could not run the ball. They got one good run, actually two. Skyler Thompson was the quarterback run for 21 yards, and then one run that Myles Gaskin got for like 16 yards. And that was about it. The Dolphins rushed for 49 yards tonight. 14 rushes for 49 yards. That cannot happen. That just can't happen. We need better. We need better. With a Mike McDaniel offense, and how great the run game was in San Francisco under Mike McDaniel, the run game has to get going. I don't care that we got Tua improving in training camp, which I am stoked about. I don't care that we got Tyreek Hill and Waddle. They're phenomenal, but we need a run game. If this offense wants to be a top 5, top 10 offense in the league, the Dolphins have to run the ball. They just have to. And we didn't see the starters tonight. We did see a little bit of Sony Michel, but he didn't really do much. But to be successful, to have a top offense with the talent that we have, the Dolphins have to be able to run the ball. And that's been a struggle for years with this team. And I'm hoping that they're able to break out of it. And the last negative thing that I have, Noah Igbinoghene, I'm going to end the video after this. Noah Igbinoghene, man, got absolutely burnt by Jalen Darden. He got absolutely burnt during the joint practices with the Tampa Bay Bucs. I've heard he's been doing fine during the training camp practices with the Dolphins and with the Dolphins offense against the Dolphins defense. He's been doing fine, but I don't know, man. Against other teams, he's not a baller. He's not the guy, and it makes me so sick that we took him over guys like Jonathan Taylor and J.K. Dobbins, because he's just not working out. He's not. He's not good. I'm sorry. This man's been on the team for 3 years. 3 years. Noah Igbinoghene has been on the Dolphins. He's not good. It's just the end of the story. I hate saying that. And I want Byron Jones to get back as soon as possible. I hope he's okay. But I cannot have Noah Igbinoghene going into the game if, God forbid, Nick Needham, or even more, God forbid, Xavier Howard goes down with an injury. I can't have him in there because the opposing offense is going to torch him all day. He sucks. And it's just the reality of the situation, man. It sucks, but I don't know. Do I think he's one of the players that could get cut? Possibly. I don't know, though. With the injury that Trill Williams had, which I was absolutely bummed about, man. I heard really good things about Trill Williams in training camp and that he's stepping up as maybe a number 4 corner on the Dolphins. With the knee injury he got tonight, it looks like it's really bad. He was absolutely bawling his eyes out in tears. He hurt his knee earlier. He was fine, went back in the game, made a really nice tackle, and then started holding his knee, and he was bawling his eyes out while laying down. He got carted off the field. I was absolutely bummed. And I hope it's nothing serious. I hope that he's going to be okay. And he could get maybe a number 4 spot behind Nick Needham. So, I mean, if this is a serious injury and he's going to be out for a very, very long time, I guess Noah Igbinoghene ain't getting cut because they're going to need a number 4 corner, and he's probably going to be that guy. So that's all I got for you tonight. Just a quick recap of the preseason game between the Dolphins and the Bucs. Again, once we get into the regular season, it's going to be more in depth, more detail of how the game went. I'm usually with preseason going to try to go around 15, 20 minutes. With usually in the regular season, I go around 30, 35, 40. So, just going to keep it calm and steady. But hey, had some positives, had some negatives. But overall, we won, and it was a really fun night. So I'm getting out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel. Comment down below if you're a Dolphins fan, what you thought of tonight's preseason game against the Buccaneers. Hit the like button if you like what you heard from me in the video tonight. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Colin_Joseph. Not really Instagram because I don't use I should stop saying that because I just don't use Instagram at all. I don't know about you guys, but I think Instagram is super overrated. So just follow me, Twitter, TikTok, Colin_Joseph. That's the deal. We're going to wrap it up here. Have a good one. Stay safe and stay classy. And as always, fins up. Let's go Dolphins.